Saturday to you all. How are you doing? This is a breakfast live, and I'm going to put on my green screen. Thank you. Enjoy the scene there. How you doing? Oh, and it's raining cats and dog. So I have to go and close the door. Oh my God. It's raining, guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. What's going on? All right. So I give God thanks for the rain because no water, no water from yesterday. The water has been inconsistent. So this moment you have some, next moment you don't have none. So thank God for the rain. And the place was extremely hot all through. This morning I'm giving God thanks to life. Guys, we have so much to give God thanks for. Us here in Jamaica, not tell no lie, we have a lot to give God thanks for. I'm just sitting here having my breakfast. I'm having fried breadfruit, roast breadfruit, and fried breadfruit and scrambled eggs and coffee. I'll put it back here. So. Guys, we have so much to give God thanks for. Know why I say that? Um, Especially persons in Jamaica. Many times, guys, we complain that um like I was complaining a while ago about the water, but if I need water, I can drive and go and get water if I don't have any water in the pipe. I live near the Matabray River. Why I say that many people in other countries don't have any proper running water, drinking water. You know, many people don't have food to eat like in certain countries. Because I didn't know that the Philippines, the Filipinos, some of them they live in depraved condition. I didn't know that it was so horrible for some of the people them that live in the Philippines. Oh my God. You know, I was watching Color Smith videos, his vlogs, and he's in the Philippines now. And he went to this place called Happy Land or Manila, something like that. And when I look at the children, oh my God. When I look at the place where they live in, no human being is supposed to be living in any condition like that. Unsanitary. The children were there playing in the street and they look happy, you know. They happy, but guess what? They don't have food. You know how they get their food? They get food from the garbage, leftover food from like KFC, Jollibee, and you have this person, they live like scavengers. This person who will pick them up and recook, reheat the food and sell it back to them, the leftover. So if you eat one piece of chicken bone, piece of chicken, and piece of meat leave back on it, that's what they would dig up the garbage and find and they eat. You know, madmen in Jamaica go around and they search garbage for food, leftover food. That's how some of the persons in the Philippines live, you know. And I'm happy that Color Smith went and he highlighted the living condition. Trust me. What about the government? What about the Salvation Army, United Nations? They can lend a helping hand. No one is supposed to be living like that. When I look, not even drinking water, they don't have. Some of them live under a bridge. Under a bridge where the dirty water run. That's where, and I think they must have to buy drinking water. Well, thank God, Color Smith went and he bought them drinking water and he bought them food. Oh my God. People, we have a lot to give God thanks for. Mhm. We have so much to give God thanks for. I'm telling you, the children, they are so excited. You know, so I'm wondering why they call it Happy Land or Happy Place. And they're going through poverty. No, man. People, we now go through nothing in Jamaica here. Some people, when they say them poor, because you can always find a river, a Jamaica, or a standpipe to get clean water. Guys, I'm eating breakfast. But trust me, I never know that people in the Philippines were living like that. Some person, I never know. You can imagine that is unsanitary. Can you imagine when one disease break out, all of COVID break out now over there? Whole heap of them go dead. God forbid. If one next disease like COVID come and people in the Philippines still living like that, they are going to die. Hmm. Just seeing the condition, trust me. If you ever see where the school is, I don't know. People, they need more people like, they need more people like, more humanitarians like Color Smith to put hands and heart together and go and help these people. First of all, they need fresh water, fresh food. You understand? What about the government? I want to know what kind of government system they have in the Philippines. Mm, I want to know. Welcome in, guys. As you come in, you top up the screen right now. I'm eating the breakfast and I'm just reflecting on the video. Oh, they happy for the leftover food. Oh, they happy for the bottle of water. Mm. No, man. And maybe in other countries you have the Filipinos, they have the leftover food where they take out of garbage and eat. Maybe in other countries they don't have it, not even leftover food, so they die of starvation. Mm-mm. Mighty God, may I forget, may I stop complaining? Mm-hmm. May I stop complaining? Yesterday, I was doing my weekend shopping, so went into the market and I grabbed a few stuff. Um, then I went to the Chinese supermarket because the Chinese supermarket sell cheaper based on the cash that I had. So I went to the Chinese supermarket um, to purchase my eggs, so breakfast stuff. So I said I was going to do some, you know, vegetable with saltfish, but I didn't remember that I didn't have any butter. So when me looking at my hand, me say, Lord Jesus. After I purchased the other stuff, me looking at my hand, me say, Mighty God, me only have $150 left back. I can't buy one tub of butter. So me have to go ATM and drive all the way come back, or the lady in the supermarket say, Miss, you can buy half stick of butter or one stick of butter. So for the first time in my life, I buy one stick of butter. I know say that no crime. You understand? One stick of butter so I can look up for my vegetable and things like that. Not that I didn't have any other source of money. I had my card, but say Chinese people, the little local shop them, them not on card machine, so I would have to go all the way back into Falmouth um to get cash. So me buy what my money could have buy. Mm-hmm. I tell you, so we have so much to give God thanks for. So much. When me look at the children, oh, they happy. They were so happy. They not have no food, no water, but they happy in the street to play. I never see them with no gadget to run around with because they not have it. They were outside playing, having fun. When I look further up the road, when I look at the video that Color Simit was showing, I see many persons searching the garbage for stuff. My God. Welcome, guys. Double tap the screen as you come in. God bless Color Smith. So not many persons would be so brave to venture out into an unknown place. But you have to have a heart. God have to give you that heart and that braveness to go out and, captivate those moments so we can see it. So bless up Mr. Smith. We have many rich persons in the world, you know, who can help these people. And I think the government too, Filipino, the Filipino government, they need to do something. Mm. Talking about, you know, the living conditions in the Manila, Philippines. You know, I got this inspiration from Color Smith TV. He's currently in the Philippines. So, and I was wondering, why is it the condition is so depraved? So knowing me, or me love do my research, you know. So poor living condition in Manila, Philippines are contributed by several factors. Rapid urbanization and migration. Many Filipinos move to Manila from rural areas in search of better job opportunities. Hey Pauline, my beautiful lovely sister, Bono no sister, morning my love. So many Filipinos, because I was wondering, why is it these people searching in the, thank you my darling, call you after the live, searching in rubbish for food. One of the places where I see them a search, I remember when I went to New York as I see my sister come on, and I went shopping. I think over Marshall or whatever. But when me look, me realize that me only have $10 left. I was supposed to buy a jacket, but remember say me hungry. Me deny myself at the jacket and walk all the way come back at Jollibee and buy my sandwich and sit down and eat it. Cause me never go home without my sandwich. One of the place where the Philippines, true, one of the place where me see the Filipinos in the video get the leftover food was Jollibee. So Jollibee, up in the nights when they finish, whatever food they have leave over, then throw it in the garbage, and from people, then throw it in the garbage, and then the Filipinos, people, you know, They would come and they would search through rubbish and they would take out that rubbish and they will go back and cook it over and sell it to other Filipinos who don't have any food. So me do my research and me realize say these are the factors why some Filipinos are so poor. So they move from the rural areas to search for better job opportunities. And this lead to overcrowding and strain on city resources because Jollibee is in the heart of in the heart of the town of the Philippines, and then you have Burger King over one side, and then you have um KFC. So this is what they do. But somehow me just think say they love dig down in a garbage and something. And that me see on the video. They like to search the garbage for waste and them feel say when they do this, it will make them feel better. I don't know that me see. Because then sell it back. So it put a strain on the city resources. This migration is driven by economic opportunities. Lack of jobs in rural. Yes, it's a poor country, but me never know say it was so poor. So lack of jobs in rural areas and the allure of a better lifestyle. So they move, come in at the city part and think say it would be a better lifestyle. No, them have housing challenges. So that's why you find out say one whole heap of them live under the bridge where you see the dirty water around. So them not have no, they move from the countryside now, come in at the city part, but they cannot afford houses. So then live under the bridge. Suppose you see under the bridge. Under the bridge, a dirty water run under the bridge. And then live under the bridge. Right? So the high demand for housing coupled with limited supply and high costs forces many residents to live in informal settlements. In a Jamaica, you have some informal settlement because there's this place, Riverton City. You'd have come in like Riverton City here in Jamaica. Because say a lot of businesses dump um waste at Riverton City, and persons in Kingston and adjoining area who have financial situation, they would go and they would search in a Riverton for things and they will come back and sell it. It is a similar lifestyle for some persons in the Philippines. Many residents live in informal settlements and slums. About 43% of the urban population in the Philippines lives in informal settlement. And as we see in the video, are true. I never know say it was so bad. With cramped living spaces, insecure tenure, and inadequate access to essential services. And one of the things now, as we say, access to basic services, residents in informal settlement often lack access to basic services such as water. And earlier on, I was talking about water. They don't have no running water. And I think a 50 cent or 50 pesos or something they have to pay for a bottle of water. So Color Smith, this Jamaican vlogger, he went and he bought them many bottles of water. When they get the water, supposed to see how the people them a drink the water. Like at first, them a drink water. Later, my baby, like at the first, them a drink water, guys. Trust me. So just imagine if you have an outbreak there like cholera and them something. As me say, me pray say COVID no come back and hit over there because trust me, it's going to be devastated. So water is one of the basic needs. And say we cannot do without water. As I was talking earlier on that, our water supplies here is disrupted because I heard that they are working on some major structure in with NWC with some pump or whatever. So this moment they will turn on liquid water so we can get to wash up, and then few minutes after it's off. So our basic needs, water, no human being can do without water. So many residents in the Philippines pay many residents pay more for water distribution than the actual water costs, with some paying 50 50 50 per 200 liter drum. Sanitation, Lord have mercy, when we're looking at the video, people, the sanitary condition, no, but if you never see all the toilet, Lord God. Only 84% of Filipino families have access to basic sanitation services, leaving 16% without access. Only 84% have access to basic sanitation services, and everybody should have access to the basic sanitation, because cleanliness is next to godliness. Yeah, man. Waste disposal. Metro Manila generates up to 9,500 tons of garbage waste per day, with only 20% of barangays having working materials recovery facilities. So you see the waste disposal, that's another problem. Poverty and unemployment. The poverty rate in the Philippines contributes to poor living conditions. With fishermen, farmers, and children among the poorest. Many residents engage in precarious daily wage activities. I think I should put up, we should have put one something of the Philippines. Let me see if I get a picture, and then I'll come back to this. Let me see if I get a picture. A picture from something. Where is my thing there? Instead of putting up that lovely picture of me, where is my thing there? AI. Situation, slums. No money, bad. I'm going to ask AI for a picture and put it up and remove that lovely picture of me. Let me ask AI to give me a picture. You see, sometimes our children, even in the classroom, all right, in the class, at work, when the bun and the drinks or the milk comes, some of the children who are on path, they would throw away the bun, throw away the milk, then waste them pay milk war and drinks war with the drink. Meanwhile, children in places like the Philippines are dying for hunger. So then waste the food You know how many children in the Philippines now would want a bun and some drinks, and they have a play with. Let me give me give me let me try to get a picture from AI so I can share it with you guys. You know, say sometimes I can't. You know, say one pretty picture, one pretty picture. AI give me. You know, can you give me a picture of life in Manila, Philippines? Sometimes I can't take a pure nice picture the AI give me. Pure nice picture. They not give me. Alright. Let me ask them for something else. Give me a picture of Manila, Philippines. You see me no one just go use other people content. Alright, want to add icon Manila Cathedral. Alright. I don't know what this, but alright. I'm going to try and use this picture that AI sent me. Let me forward it to my thingy. Alright, let me see if it come to the phone. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me change that. Hold on, guys. This is something. Trying to. Oh. Alright. So, this is a picture of, you know, an area in the Philippines. Alright, let me put it back. Get it back off me. Alright. So, this is an area in the Philippines. That is in the urban area. That is in the urban area in the Philippines. Alright, so we are talking about the Philippines, guys, and as I say, I got this inspiration from Color Smith TV. Big up Color Smith, you know, how people living condition is badly affected in the rural area in the Philippines. Alright. So poverty and unemployment are the factors why you see the people in Apilan, in the Philippines, Manila. That's why they live like that. The rate in Philippines contribute to poor living conditions, with fishermen, farmers, and children among the poorest. Many residents engage in precarious daily wage activities such as street vending or scavenging. Remember, I spoke about that earlier on. You know, that a lot of them, most of them, they develop on, they mostly live on street vending or scavenging. Just like here in Jamaica, we have street vendor, and as I talk about Riverton City or any dump, mostly people in the inner city rural area there, they depend on the river can dump to get stuff, to get food items or anything that they can get to sell. Natural disasters. Manila is prone to natural disasters. Yes. Like typhoons, earthquakes, and flooding, which can destroy homes and livelihoods. Informal settlements are particularly vulnerable to these disasters. Yes, as me say, most of them then live under the bridge. Me never know say people can. Well, we see in Jamaica where mad people live under the bridge. Some persons become homeless, and some of them they move their family and under the bridge. But our bridge are nice comparing to what I see on the video, guys, that Color Smith showed yesterday. Our bridge are nice, so the water is not as dirty. People who live under the bridge in Jamaica here, they can run across the road and they can get pipe water. You understand? Rivers they nearby. So it is not our persons who used to live in under bridge here, as me say, so bad like the ones that me see pan colors video. And we say we have so much to give God thanks for. Take a sip of my coffee. Yes. So one of the things why they face so many challenges and they are living that way, limited government support. And that me when I say what the government do for the people of Manila. Why is it the government not step in and help these people? So let me hear what they have to say. Limited government support. Why the government has initiatives to address housing and poverty, more needs to be done to support the urban poor and informal settlers. Community-based development programs have shown promise in improving living conditions. And as me say, you have other people out there too that can afford to help these persons that are in impoverished condition. They can help them to live a better life. Go and lend an helping hand. And this is why we have different treaties. Countries have treaties. Countries should have good relations. So if you're being challenged with something, you reach out to your next door neighbor and ask them to, help and sensitize. Me think say the people them in Manila, they need to be sensitized. I think more sensitization need to be done before people move and come in that area. Honest to God, it was a mind-blowing moment. One of the time I watched the video, oh God, tears just start running down my eyes. You see all the people, the people them happy. Forget forget the leftover food. When we look in there, it's like a some little rice grain, some little bone from the chicken, and some little fat. I eat that them are eating, guys. That's what the people of Manila are eating. Oh my God. It was so disturbing. But what I'm saying, I slum, informal settlement. Settlement no good enough, people. But some people can do better. Some people cannot do better. Trust me. Too many persons live there, man. Welcome, guys. Oh, there's an article that said that they help them, but the more they help is that the more they breed up. Poor, see, there's a place, them say, according to the World Resource Institute, one participatory housing program in Lohilo City relocated two-thirds of the population to safer areas without eviction. So they're getting help. Thank you, my darling, for the thumbs up. And this was from in 2022. This 2022 approach became a model for programs in other parts of the Philippines. So some of them get relocated. So but this is what the data is showing, that about 4.5 million people are homeless or living in informal settlements in the Philippines. So it's like the more they get relocated, is like the more people coming, because there's some fact there. And you see, unemployment, I'm telling you now, unemployment will kill any. Unemployment, trust me, will destroy the country. So 4.5, Jesus Christ. How much persons live up? I wonder what's the population like in the entire Philippines. Because they say about 4.5 million people are homeless or living in informal settlements in the Philippines. And you know, I met a lot of Filipinos on YouTube here. And I was wondering why so many Filipinos, you know, doing YouTube. But they're nice people. They're nice people. You see, the Filipinos, they are the ones that helped me to get my watch hour. At one time, persons thought I was from the Philippines, because I know that they are, let me say, 12 hours ahead of us. So I would wake up before day. I would be on my live looking for support, like 1 o'clock in the mornings, 2 o'clock, and then my Filipinos friends, they would be online. So they had. So I was wondering why so many of them. I used to wonder why them place look so. But now I know. So 4.5 million people are homeless or living in informal settlement in the Philippines. 3 million of this population are in Metro Manila. Metro Manila are where Color Summit is now. The capital region and the largest metropolitan area of the Philippines. Due to the consistent risks of eviction, occupants are unwilling to give information for surveys on informal settlement. I say one whole heap of people. Trust me, you can imagine more than the amount of people who live at Jamaica, homeless in a Manila. So residents do not have formal addresses. If you're homeless, you can't have formal addresses. Because guess what? You go find this a spot here, near Burger King to catch up this a time, and then go Jollibee next. You understand? Or find somewhere. So you can't blame them. So there's no consistent data collection method for recording the size of squatting communities. As a result, most statistics given are low. Lord of mercy. No, sir. God help them. Prominent studies highlight the lack of data or on urban poverty. You can imagine they live in a city, guys, and they are poor. Mighty God. See, half of half of the population lives in urban areas, city area, guys. So they'll move from the countryside and then come in at the urban area. So they don't have enough work. Many Filipinos from rural region relocate to urban centers like Metro Manila, Cebu City, and Davao City in search of employment, education, healthcare, and more. And cities are only sometimes built to handle this constant influx. And the whole heap of problem this them I put the government in a it go hard for the government fix this, it is it's the job is not going to be enough because see 4.5 of them, that's a whole lot. Urban migration has led to nearly 150 15 units of public housing lying empty in rural areas. Jesus Christ, they need to go back in the rural areas. So the government need to force them to go back because if there's, listen, 115,000 units of public housing lying empty in rural areas in the Philippines. They need to go back in there. Because if they have better condition, I know that the jobs would be an issue, but at least they have a house, they wouldn't have to live under the bridge. Jesus Christ. Efforts to address this migration include initiatives to promote a rural development, create job opportunities outside major cities, and improve living conditions in rural and urban settings. So they have a choice, What I realize now after reading these articles, they have a choice. And I understand because if nothing now go on for me, where I'm at, I will have to move, but I'm not going to move to somewhere lower than where I am at. There must be some improvement, you know? Oh, and this is one of the things that affects them too. Housing affordability is key. So according to the Filipinos Institute for Development Studies, low-income households cannot afford housing price at 30% of their income, while middle-income households can, coupled with rapid urbanization, this results in need for more affordable housing near jobs for lower income population. So some of them can't afford to pay the rent, but trust me, they need a miracle. So when housing costs are too high, families may be forced to live in inadequate or unsafe condition, compromising their health and overall quality of life. Moreover, high housing costs can lead to financial strain. They must stress out the government. This supposed to be a stress out the government. Ah, Jesus. And this, you see, listen, what happened? This article is from Ava Johnson. Up to 20 typhoons and 150 earthquake each year happen in the Philippines, So in addition to the flooding and active volcanoes, the Philippines is highly so susceptible to natural disasters. It is located along the Pacific Ring of Fire and in the path of typhoons. Coastal and low-lying areas are particularly prone. Additionally, the country's many active volcanoes, such as Mayon and Tal, pose risk of eruption, so they're not safe, you know. So informal settlements are among the most vulnerable to natural disasters. However, non-profits like Habitat for Humanity, Build Change and Care Philippines are spearheading projects to replace informal settlements with typhoon resistant housing unit so that communities don't have to spend months every year to rebuild homes. And listen, as we say, us in Jamaica, we have to give God thanks. You know, we have to give God thanks, and let us pray for the persons that are in the Philippines and in the rest of the world, you know, who are living in depraved condition, and hope that, you know, their situations are will change. Hope that their situation will change. No one deserves to live in an unsafe environment or a depraved environment. No human should go without proper drinking water, because water is one of the basic needs. Food is one of our basic needs, you know, and persons need to reach out and help, you know. But the government have a hard task. The government no matter how they try, it's going to be difficult for them to help the people of Manila, because guess what? As the article say, over 4.5 million of these persons are there living on the streets in depraved condition under the bridge, you know. So this is Journey with Jackie Houston. You know, I have to educate. You know, as we say, Color Smith TV inspired me to do this, you know, article, to do this, you know. Him drive me to do the live, because I never know so there's something that go on in the Philippines, you know. But you know, God is able. God is able. May God continue to cover Color Smith. May God continue to improve the life of those that are in Jamaica who are in depraved conditions, similar to um, those in the Philippines. You know, may God change whatever situation we are going through. You know, we have to give God thanks every day. If you wake up in a good house, in a good bed, you have water, you have food, we have to give God thanks, because there are some persons in the world this morning, they are dying for thirst, and not even a drip of water coming through the pipe. They are dying for hunger, and they don't know where the meal is coming from. But God is able to provide. You understand? You will provide our daily bread, our daily meal. Him never saying go provide a supermarket, a cupboard full of food. You understand? He say he will provide our daily bread. Our daily bread. So this is Journey with Jackie, as usual. Keeping you informed as usual. Yeah, man. Giving some form of education. I can do less. And I cannot do less. I can do more. This is me. I'll continue to educate. I'll continue to inform. I continue to inspire. Because somewhere, somehow, persons need to know about situation like this, you know, that is happening in the Philippines, you know. And I know that in Africa, I know a lot of starvation going on in some part of Africa, but I'll continue to do my best, to give highlights on information that I am inspired about, you know. So God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, your Saturday. I don't know if we get any more inspiration, I'm going to come with it. You understand? I'm going to come with it. I'm going to share it with you. You know, whoever will listen. Whoever will watch. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. Like, share, and subscribe, and big up Colasine TV. Because I him inspire me to do this about poor living condition in Manila, Philippines. Right? Yeah, man. So happy Saturday, guys. Enjoy the rest, and I'm going to continue to do my Saturday chores now. So see you later. Bye. Oh, let me just run it to 1 hour. Yeah, man. God is the greatest. I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride and make it easier. Let the children laugh after. Remind us how we used to be. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, that's the greatest love of all. Love somebody today, guys. Share with somebody today. You know, check upon somebody today. I can't sing like Whitney Houston, but me have then our last name. We know so we are cousin. Some far cousin. Yeah, man, love is the greatest. As me say, big up to Color Cement. It's spreading the love. And the greatest love is to share what God has blessed you with. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, that's the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, that's the greatest. Learning to love yourself, That's the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself. That's the greatest love. That's the greatest love.